Alrighty, good Thursday, everyone. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King in the Fox 35 Storm Center for you here on the YouTube platform. Want to keep you ahead of this approaching storm here that is wreaking havoc on the northern U.S. right now, man. Come on down, take a look at our Fox 35 Storm Tracker radar as we see it now just here about 11:15 this Thursday morning. Quite a mix of weather now along the Atlantic side of the nation. A lot of heavy snow. We've got that rain snow line there, a little sleet and then pure rain heading down into the coastal areas of North Carolina, Outer Banks, Nags Head, and the like, and then we've had a few showers around here in central Florida. But the big doozy this morning has been what's happening now over the upper Midwest. And while it isn't a tremendous amount of snow, the moisture content is not all that high. It's more of kind of a light powdery type of fluffy type snow. So even like 2 or 3, 4 inches on the ground once the wind starts blowing, boy, that creates some white out conditions. And we're seeing a lot of these reports coming in now. Green Bay to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, down the Rockford, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Kankakee, down to Springfield, all the way down here in the Oklahoma City. Boy, you know the beef cattle, they're freezing their tails off this morning. It is cold down there. Those winds, where do I show them to you now? The winds that are entering Oklahoma and North Texas now. Wow, mighty north flow. Taking a look a little closer now towards Scranton and Hazleton, Harrisburg, and through Pennsylvania. Even Pittsburgh's had some snow showers this morning and on back down again across the coastal Carolinas, and that'll connect the dots here in Florida. We've had this kind of draw of moisture, and we're getting some on reflectivity, some lightning strikes here. So there may be a couple showers, even a few stronger lightning storms that enter the west central peninsula with due time, as in maybe mid-late afternoon to the evening. We'll be here tracking for you in the Fox 35 Storm Center. All right. Our cam of the moment, Manitowoc, Wisconsin. I've been watching this all morning long, and I don't know if you can see or not, but the snowflakes, boy, they are flying. And we had a little bit of an ice jam right here, the entrance into Lake Michigan. That is now slowly clearing up, but likely more developing as the temperatures take a plunge. One of our great weather STEM camera networks. I love to show the radar and pair it up with the images you see here, all of our live cams. So it gives you a look at what's happening. The radar, very telltale, obviously, of all the snow. Meanwhile, back here in central Florida, we look all right. We're kind of winning right now. Our temperature is well above freezing for now. Out at the port of the Launch Credit Union we've had a few waves of rain. We've had some low clouds and fog, but a few of the cruise liners coming through and a few shipping container boats there. But otherwise, things are pretty quiet as we see it now locally. Again, maybe a revamp and rain opportunity later today. So have you heard of the exclusive Fox model? You see it here only at Fox 35 here in central Florida. Watch the front come racing on through. Big time blizzard conditions over the north and what we're calling frigid. I mean, literally, friends, a stinking ice box here as we get you on into Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The temperatures are going to be crashing down. Here's a look at those winds now. Northerly wind flow, and that is projecting mighty cold temperatures out in the Austin area now, Houston, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, everyone seeing a substantial drop. They'll likely be under freezing by the time we get to 1 or 2 p.m. local time there. Their wind chills will be sub-zero for sure as that wind cranks on up. Temperatures 40 now. As we see it just after 11 a.m., Billings to Minneapolis to Denver, sub-zero there. Chicago just right on the fringe. St. Louis in the mix now. All the temps will be crashing on down. Look at Dallas, 23, 52 at Houston. So you get the general drift here, right, with the strong northerly winds and that drop in temps. Wind chill amazing. 4 above Dallas, 53 at Houston. Again, proof in the pudding for you. 48 below zero now out at Billings and Denver, Colorado at 38 below, man. It has been some time since we've seen such aggressive drops in temps. Powerful storm cranking across the connected states. Want to give you a look at the forecast here for the southern states. Eventually that veil of cold will begin to arrive. Here's a look at 5 o'clock today, overtaking Texas, getting into the Gulf South, Tennessee. Look at Memphis dropping down, yikes, to about 10 above later tonight at 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, still winning here in Florida, but that'll end soon as we see that veil of cold there steadily marching in here as we get you on into Friday. By Friday evening, our temperatures are really going to start to drop on off. Here's a look at the morning now. It's in the Panhandle, 28 New Orleans. We're still hanging on by a thread. Miami at 75 by 9 tomorrow morning. Pretty warm down in the southern peninsula, darn close to 80. And then the numbers come on down. We'll bottom out as we get you on the Saturday morning down into the low and mid 30s here. So it looks like freeze warnings are going to be likely here in the central peninsula, certainly northern Florida. And then Saturday, At 5 p.m., looks like we'll continue to see our temperatures coming up, but heck, 46 in Orlando. That's pretty cold for us Central Floridians. We'll see 60 Miami and then widespread 20s. I mean, that speaks for itself to our north and gets you on in the Saturday night, early Sunday. Christmas morning temperatures are down. I think the modeling, this is the GFS model, may be struggling a little bit with the actual drop in temperatures, how low they'll ultimately go, but it does look like, again, we will realize 30s here in the Central Peninsula, outlying spots away from Orlando Metro. Certainly likely in the mid and upper 20s. So we need you to take precautions for that. Taking a look at your Saturday morning, this is a look at the freeze watches. All these areas likely seeing an upgrade. This is for hard freeze. This is what I call just a plain old ordinary freeze, right, with temperatures at freezing or slightly below, usually for a span of about maybe 2 to 4 hours. This is going to lock in a little bit more solid, lower temperatures for a span of several hours. That's what we call a hard freeze there in north central Florida and our western counties as well. Christmas Eve morning for you. Forecast lows 20s and 30s. We've issued a Fox 35 weather impact day. Hey man, sweet weather for you on Saturday morning. We're going to have some bright sunshine, but boy, it is going to be cold. And that wind gusty, that puts our wind chills down at 15 at Gainesville, 19 Ocala. We're in the widespread 20s Orlando Metro on out to the coastal areas. So, I mean, really no one exempt, nobody safe, right? Everyone is going to have to bundle on up and get through this. We'll get you through it, no problem. Feels like temps again at 10 to as high as 17 degrees there, but this is for the general area for the wind chill advisory, and this kicks into effect on Saturday, Christmas Eve morning from 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. After that, we'll start to see the temperatures coming on up. So for Christmas Eve afternoon, solid 40s. Boy, it's been a while since we've seen these kind of temperatures from Lakeland over to Titusville. Melbourne just there in the low 50s. If we get their type scenario right, we're going to have a sustained northwesterly wind flow and that cold air just pumping on in from the north. And then Christmas morning for you. Lows by 7 a.m. in the 20s and widespread 30s. Another Fox 35 weather impact day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas day for you. We're at 47 Orlando, 46 Ocala, and 44 out in Gainesville. So remember the 5 Ps, right? The people who might be susceptible to the cold, maybe check on them. Elderly folks, anyone who lives nearby and might need a little extra helping hand. The pets, bring them in. He doesn't look happy now, does he? He's not. And got pipes, pools, and plants. Maybe drip the pipes, insulate them. You can put a towel around your outside hose bibs just for safekeeping. Pools, I really honestly, I never run my pool heater. I just keep the flow going through the pump system just in case, but unlikely you really have any issues with the pool. And then our plants, bring them in. Maybe cover them up if they're out in the garden. I know my very special palm tree collection is going to be susceptible to this cold, so everyone should be taking precautions. Now, when do we come up and out of this? That's the question. Here's my 7-day forecast. It includes just some token rain opportunities for about the next 12 hours, and then the front sweeps through. Impact day Saturday, Sunday, and highs in the 40s for our Christmas holiday. Hey, you said you wanted that seasonal feel. I'm giving it to you. And we got lows in the 30s, and then temperatures riding right back on up close to 70 on Wednesday. Lows there at around 46. All right, that's your winter weather update from the Fox 35 Storm Center. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King, wishing you happy holidays, a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay with us right here in the Fox 35 Storm Center. We'll talk real soon right here. You take care of yourself. Bye for now.